Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Fuel for the Fight. My name is Jefferson Noel. I am a university professor, a four-time published author, and also a professional speaker as well. And I am delighted, I am excited that you are with me on this journey. So now, you've heard this 1,000 times that people say that life is a journey, and they are right. Life is a very, very long journey. At the same time, life is also a fight. Life is also a slug fest. And the purpose of Fuel for the Fight is to give you the energy, the motivation, and the education you need to succeed in this fight. Because if you don't have the tools that's necessary, then life will continue to go blow, 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 will hit you in the rib cage, will hit you in the chin, will hit you in all the places where you do not want to get hit, and you will continue to get knocked down. But the goal is to give you the fuel that's necessary in order to press on and fight the good fight. And what we'll be doing is we'll be listening to some of the most impressive and powerful speakers of our time. And I'll be watching them and you'll be watching them with me. And then I'm going to say a few comments and add on to what they're saying, or I might provide a different perspective. We'll see. All right. And I encourage you to like this video. I encourage you to subscribe to my page. There is plenty of amazing content that you will love. Plenty of videos of me speaking if you want to hear that, and I have other video series as well. So I encourage you to subscribe to the page and be with us on this journey. So let's jump into this Fuel for the Fight. Let's start by listening to Dr. Eric Thomas. So I'm excited to dive right in and let's start.
You need to tell you that you owe you something. I don't want nothing from you but for you to leave this room and know what you want. What do you want in your marriage? What do you want with your son and your daughter? What do you want in your health? What do you want financially? Like, how much money do you want to make a year? What do you want to drive? How do you want to live? Stop just waking up like an accident. What do you want? And then once you find out what you want, spend the rest of your natural life waking up and going after it. The reason why...
He's right. He's right. He's right. Dr. Thomas is absolutely correct, because many times people say what they want, but it is so vague. It's so vague that it's practically impossible to even define what that specific thing is. So I'm not sure if you heard of something called SMART goals. And SMART goals are goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So I'll only speak about two of them right now. Specific. A goal needs to be specific, because if you cannot define exactly what the parameters of success is for you, then there's a chance that you might reach it but never know. And so you'll live a life of failure thinking that you have failed, but in reality, you actually hit those goals. Or you may not ever hit the actual goals that you set for yourself, but because you didn't define what that actually is, then you will live in a constant state of failure because you have never actually achieved the true success. But the specific, the second part of SMART goals is measurable, which is equally as important, because not only do you have to be specific, but that goal, you have to be able to measure how close you are or how far you are from achieving those goals. So when Dr. Thomas is saying you need to define what you want, that's perfect, because you might say you want your kids to have good grades. Fair enough. But for some people, getting a C is a good grade. Getting a B is a good grade, right? So if you just say, I want my kids to have good grades, and your kids think getting a C is a good grade, but you think getting an A is a good grade, and it's not clearly defined, it's not clearly articulated, then your kid might be striving for a C when in reality, they should be striving for an A. Or you might say, I want to make a lot of money. Well, for some people, 30,000 is a lot of money. And for other people, 300,000 is not enough money. So how much do you want to make? And you need to be able to measure if you are on the right path to achieve that. So good job, Dr. Thomas. That's powerful. You need to define what you want.
Why I speak with so much passion. E.T., why do you speak with so much authority? Because I'm talking about my life, not something that I read. I ate out of trash cans.
That's tough.
You ain't got to start with the two-parent background. You ain't got to start with wealth. You ain't got to start with your parents graduated. It's not the hand that you dealt. You got rich kids who own drugs. You got rich kids who committed suicide. You got rich kids who don't know their purpose in life. It's not the hand that you was dealt, baby. It's how you play your hand. Every opportunity is the last opportunity. Every opportunity, I have to reprove myself again. Every opportunity, I'm still nervous. E.T., you've been doing this for years. Why are you so nervous? Because the day you become content.
Yeah. Hey, look, something that is killing you is comfortability. You may have started working on your craft and you notice you're getting better and better. And because you're better than how you were a year ago or 2 years ago, you're starting to get comfortable at that level. Well, I'm here to tell you, contentment might be the thing that's holding you back from achieving your real goals. If you want to reach another level, you have to become uncomfortable. You have to no longer be content with this new level that you're at, and you have to pursue another level. You have to reach a different height. You have to educate yourself more. You have to seek out more opportunities. You have to expand your network because contentment will hurt you more than it will help you. Yes, it's good to be happy in the moment, but your happiness today will lead to sadness tomorrow if you are not taking intentional steps to get better.
The day you stop evaluating yourself, the day you stop growing, the day you stop getting better is the day you die. Is the day the person who's trying to catch you will get you. And I ain't where I want to be. And I'm like, God, I ain't where I want to be. And he was like, you stop being a victim. I said, what you mean a victim? Well, it ain't my fault my mom got pregnant at 17. It ain't my fault my daddy wasn't there. It ain't my fault they couldn't get along. It ain't my fault. He said, boy, you grown. You ain't 10 no more.
Wow.
The decisions you make right now is up to you. You crying about something that happened to you when you was a kid. You ain't even no kid no more. You a grown man.
A grown man.
Take full ownership. The stupid stuff you doing, your parents didn't make you play no video games. What you crying about? So what, your daddy wasn't there? Your mama ended up getting married. What you crying about? He went to work every day. He never beat you. He never...
Hey. E.T. is going off right now. Now listen, I do understand the importance of addressing childhood trauma. That's deeply important. That's something that you must do. How your life was formed as a child, it's affecting how you think and behave as an adult. Yes, that's 100% true. And childhood trauma can explain behavior, but it should not excuse your behavior if that behavior is leading to you walking down a path of complete and utter failure, right? You are an adult now. You are old enough to take responsibility for your actions. You are old enough to stop making excuses for how things happened when you were 4 years old, 6 years old, 10 years old. You need to address it if you have not addressed it yet. But then now it's time to move forward and take responsibility for the decisions that you are making as an adult, because your negative decisions might cause someone else, a younger brother, a niece, a nephew, or your own child to go down a path of trauma, and then it'll just be a cycle. So you have to make a decision today. You have to make a decision right now to take responsibility for the life that you are living and stop blaming your past. Hey, E.T. said it first.
Never abuse you. Your mama did the best she knew how to do. What you crying about? You grew up in a house. What you crying about? You've been lazy your whole life, and now somebody told you you could make 6 figures, and you go knock on the door 100 times, and your body say you a lie. You ain't never gave 100%. And in order to knock on the door 100 times, you're going to have to get 120. Get up out of here. You can't do this. And you're going to have to fight and fight and fight and fight. And most of you won't be successful, not because you can't do it, but you can't outlast your old you long enough to get to your new.
I don't think I heard what he said. Because you have to understand that your biggest competition is not the person next door, is not the person across the county, is not the person across the country. Your biggest competition is the person inside of you. Les Brown say it all the time. if the enemy, I'm about to butcher this right now, but the biggest enemy is not outside of you, but the biggest enemy is within. And if you can conquer the enemy within, then the enemy outside can do you no harm, okay? So you have to learn to tussle with that person inside of you that wants to be lazy, that wants to do nothing, that wants to sit on the couch, that wants to feel comfortable. You have to contend with that person first before you go out and try to contend in the world. Oof.
Every day when I wake up, I got all kind of demands. You got all kind of demands. And the reason why you're not where you want to be is not because you're not great, but you taking all other people's stuff before you spend enough time with yourself to get to know you and get to know what you want and what you should do. And so please raise your hand with me if you're saying, E, from this day forward, I make a commitment to myself in a way I've never made a commitment to myself before. Let me see your hands. I said I'm gonna grind. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to press toward. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do everything in my
for the fight,
power.
baby.
Every
Fuel
single
for the
day,
fight.
I'm going to do everything in my power to become a victor and not a victim. A lot of people are saying, E, I'm scared. What if I do it and I fail? E, I'm scared, E.
It's a possibility.
E, I want to do it.
It's
I got
a possibility.
gifted. I'm gifted. I'm talented. I know I can write that song. I know I can produce that album. I know I can do that CD. I know I can write a book. I know I can get that degree, but I'm scared.
Yep. Hey, and that's normal. That's normal to be scared. That's 100% normal to be scared to accomplish those things, because if it wasn't scary, then everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be an author. Everyone would be a 6 or 7 figure entrepreneur. Everybody would be their own boss if it wasn't difficult. And so it's understandable that you are scared to do it. But what you should be scared of the most is if you do not do it, if you do not try. What type of life you will live if you don't even attempt to give yourself a shot at succeeding.
So I'm telling you, in life, you start running from a class, you start running from a subject that you don't like, it will haunt you for the rest of your natural life. It ain't going nowhere. But if you go after the fight, if you approach the challenge, you have a much better chance of winning. This the fight of your life, baby. Are you hearing me?
I want to say something about that. If you confront the challenge, you shouldn't be waiting for the challenge to come to you. You should be going toward the challenge. And why is that? Because if you are going toward it, if you are intentional about saying, okay, I'm going to walk down that path, and that's a challenge I will face, then you'll be able to prepare along the way on the journey as you approach that challenge. But if you're just waiting for different challenges to come your way and say, I'm gonna fight for it when it gets here, then you won't have the proper skills that's necessary to actually combat it. So you need to confront your challenge. You need to be intentional about that. All right, let's go. Let's go.
This the fight of your life. This the fight of your life. And listen to me, if you're gonna win the fight of your life, you can't be afraid to fight. All right? Some things don't come. They just
And this wasn't even intentional. I didn't know he was gonna talk about fighting in this video.
After you want it as bad as you gotta put
Fuel
up
for the
the
fight,
goods,
baby.
And you gotta be willing to fight that
Oh,
thing
shoot.
up. Are you hearing me?
E.T.
You are not gonna stop me. I'm not listening to that voice. I'm not listening to fear. I'm gonna move by faith. I've come too far to give up now.
That's good.
You got greatness
That's
all
tough.
inside of you. You got greatness all inside of you. But your problem is you a scaredy cat. You soft. And every time it get hard,
Hey,
you quit.
Eric Thomas
and
will
give
tell
up.
you how
And
it is.
I'm telling you, if you would be willing to fight your way through it, if you would be willing to fight your way through this battle, fight your way through cancer, fight your way through that academic struggle, fight your way through divorce, fight your way through it. If you are willing to fight your way through that singing career, fight your way through boxing, fight your way through football. If it was easy, everybody
Eric
would do it.
Thomas is going in right now. If
Fight
it was
your way
easy,
through
everybody
it. You
would
gotta
do it.
fight the fear, because guess what? Fear ain't bigger than you. There's greatness in you. Are you hearing me? There's greatness in you. And you mean to tell me you're never going to reach your full potential? You mean to tell me you're never going to be what you've been called to be? That you're not going to do what you've been called to do because you are afraid? Listen to me. The boogeyman ain't real. That's why I need you to understand that you can have it. for real, you can have it, but it's gonna be a fight.
Hey, I will end it right there. You must understand that it will be a fight. Life is a fight, and the goal is to help you win that fight, regardless of who you are, regardless of what you do, regardless of what your mission is. If you plan on doing anything meaningful in life, there will be an uphill battle, and it is up to you to face that battle. And no one can fight it for you. You have to fight for yourself. So again, my name is Jefferson Noel. Thank you for watching Fuel for the Fight. I encourage you to subscribe to my channel to get notifications for more videos that I have coming out. Go through my Rolodex, not my Rolodex, but go through my, what do they call that? All the presentations, all my playlists that's on my YouTube channel. Go through it, take a look at the videos to see some of the impact that's happening here in Dade County, but also around the world, because I am a global speaker as well. Just came from Poland not too long ago, inspiring and empowering students in undergraduate and doctoral programs as well. And so if you need a speaker for your next event, contact me, go on jeffnoelspeaks.com, put in an inquiry. I'll be more than happy to meet the needs of your organization. But again, this is for you to continue the fight, and I will see you in the ring.